Hello friends, welcome to Python programming tutorials. In this class we are going to discuss about the built-in functions available in Python. So first, ABS function. So ABS function returns absolute value of number. So that means if you are giving any negative number, then also it returns positive number. Here a equals to minus 20, print ABS of a, that means it prints 20. So here a equals to 2, b equals to 5, that means 2 minus 5, that means minus 3. ABS of minus 3 means it returns 3. So next function, all. It returns true if all items in past iterables are true. That means, so here in Python the false is represented with 0 or false keyword. So that means what is the all function? It returns true if all items in past iterables are true. So that means here all are trues. So print true. It returns true. If I change this 50 to 0, then it returns false. Or you can change it as a false also. Then also it returns false. So bin function returns binary representation of integer. So now what is the binary representation of x? It is 10, 10. So preceding with 0, b. X equals to 10. So print bin of x means it returns binary representation, and this is the representation of binary value 0b 1010. Next, sum function. It returns the sum of elements in the iterable. It returns the sum of all these elements 9, 10. It returns 15. So any means it returns true if any item in the iterables are true. That means if one item is true, then it returns true. If both the items are false, then only it returns false. That means if all the items are false, then only it returns false. If one of the item is true, then it returns true. Next, eval. Eval function passes the expression. So now what is the expression here? This is the expression. X plus 1. So passes the expression, pass it to it and run Python expression. So it evaluated as a Python expression. What is the x? 10. 10 plus 1 means it returns 11. So next function is float function. So float function converts a number into floating value. So that means it converts the 10 into float point value. That means it prints 10.0. So this is the 15 but is in the string, but still it is a number, so it converts 15.0. But here a is a string, so it returns error. So next, frozen set. So frozen set returns a frozen set object. That means an immutable set. So this is the list L equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I convert this list into frozen set. Then F become frozen set. So we 1, 2, 3, 4. So now length function. So by using this length function, you can find the length of iterable. So for example, print L means it returns 4. What is the length of the L? 4. So list. So it creates a list in Python. So now this is the string it is. Now I convert this string into the list. So how we can I T U T E E S. It converts like this. If I print L, it print like this. So next, map function. In many programs we are using this map function. So what is a map function means? It returns a list. That means it returns a list after applying a function to each item in iterable. That means, so this is the n iterable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the square function. Now this square function is applying on all the items in the list. That means 1 square. What is the 1 square? 1. 2 square, 4. 3 square, 9. 4 square, 16. 5 square, 25. So this is the purpose of map function. What the map function means? The map function returns a list after applying a function or a triple. So next function is complex. So complex function converts a number into complex number. So complex of 5, 6. It returns 5 plus 6j. So complex 5 means 5 plus 0j. So dictionary function creates a dictionary. Print dictionary of A equals to 10, B equals to 20. It prints A 10, B 20. So minimum function returns minimum element in the list. So max function returns maximum element in the list. So 1, 2, 3, 4, what is the minimum? The minimum value is 1. The max function prints 5. It returns maximum value. So set creates a set. That means set of ITUTs. So now it creates a set I, T, U, T, E and S. Why? In the set there is no duplications. So printf means it prints like this. So hex. So returns hexadecimal of a number. So that means it returns 0xa. So that means how we can represent 10 in hexadecimal means by using a. So id function returns an id of an object. A equals to 10 means 10 is assigned in the memory location. So for this there is some object id. It returns this id. So sorted. So sorted function returns sorted order of a string. So print sorted ITUTs. What it returns? E, I, S, T, T, U. So that is the sorted order of ITUTs. So input function is used to read the values from keyboard. So n equals to input means now the cursor is waiting to read the value. For example, I enter hi. So I is assigned to n. So oct. So it returns octal number. So print octal of 10. It prints 0, O and 8, 2. So this is the octal equivalent 10. So print function is used to print the given object on the screen. So for example, hi means in monitor it prints hi. So power function returns the power of value. It returns 2 power 4. That means 60. So round function returns round of the digits. So that means print round is 1.5. It returns 2.0. So that means it rounds the decimal value. So int function convert a number into integer. The input is a function. This is used to read the value from keyboard, but is in the form of string. So for example, I read 5, but it is in the form of string. So I can convert this 5 into integer by using int function. So tuple function creates a tuple L equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how I can convert this list into tuple means tuple of L. So zip function. It returns a zip object which maps of similar index of multiple container. So this is the N. What is the index? 1, 2, 3. So here what is the index? 0, 1, 2. So now I can zip these two means these one index items together stored in a tuple. Like that one index, like that two index. So R equals to list of zip n comma L. What it returns? It returns 1 comma 1. So this is one tuple. 2 comma 2. 3 comma 3. So what is a zip function? It returns a zip object which maps of similar index of multiple containers. These are the multiple containers. So these are the similar objects 0, 0. If I am taking another x 5, 6, 7, then so 1 comma 5, 6, 7. If I add here comma x, that means all these similar indexes together into one object.
So now we are going to see the execution of the program. So ABS function returns absolute value a equals to minus 20. ABS of a means it returns 20. The all function returns true if all items in passed is true, otherwise it returns false. Here all items are true, so it prints true. In next, so the last item is 0, so it returns false. So next, bin function returns is a binary representation of integer. So this is the binary representation of 100. So sum function returns sum of all iterable elements in the list. Sum of L means 150. So any of L1 means it returns true if any item in the iterables are true. So L1 in this there is one false. So L2 equals to 0 false. In this all the items are false, so it returns false. So next, so eval function, it passes the expression and it executes as a Python instruction x plus 1. So 10 plus 1 means it is 11. So next, so float function converts integer number into float. 10 means 10.0. So 15 means 15.0. If you are using the float of a, then it returns could not convert a string into float. So f equals to frozen set of L. So frozen set function returns immutable frozen set object. So next, length function returns length of the list. So list function returns, it converts the string into the list. So here map function. So map function returns the list of results after applying a function on iterable. So this is the n 1 2 3 4 5. SQRE means this is the function written n into n. That means 1 into 1 1, 2 into 2 4, 3 into 3 9, 4 into 4 16, 5 into 5 25. So complex function returns the complex number representation of numbers. So here complex 5 comma 6 means 5 plus 6j. So complex of 5 means 5 plus 0j. The dictionary function, so create the dictionary. So min function returns the minimum value. So max function returns maximum value. In this the minimum value is 23, maximum value is 100. So set function returns a set. Set don't allow duplication. So one e is stored in s. TSIUE, only one e. So next, hexa function. Hexa function returns hexadecimal representation of integer. The id function returns the id of s. So here s is one set. This is the set TSIUE. Now so id of s means the object id of this s is 50844024. So next, sorted. So itut is sorted. EEISTTU. So input function is used for to read the values from keyboard. For example, I enter ITTS. Now ITUTS is so read from the keyboard with the help of input function. So next, int function. So int function converts input into integer. For example, here I am entering 5. So 5 in the form of string actually. So we cannot perform arithmetic operations. How we can perform arithmetic operation means by converting the number into integer. So the number is converted by using int function. So octal function. This returns octal format of number. So number 5. So this is the octal representation of 5. So power function returns power. So that means here 4 comma 2 means 4 power 2 16. So next, print function. So prints output onto the monitor. So print high. So print round 1.5. So that means round function is used to round the digit. 1.5 round means it becomes 2. So tuple function returns it creates the tuple object. So tuple of L 1 2 3 4 convert into the tuple. And type function. So type function returns the type of specific object. Here the T is a tuple, so it prints class tuple. So next, zip function. So zip function combines the similar index objects. That means here the 1 and 1 both are index 0, 2 and 2 have index of 1, 3 and 3 have index of 2. So by using the zip, a similar index of multiple containers. So it prints R 1 comma 1. This is one tuple, 2 comma 2 one tuple, 3 comma 3 one tuple. You can download this program from description.